It seemed like a home run case, a burglary complete with clear fingerprints on the window of an Austin home. But despite the evidence, it took more than 1 year to file burglary charges today against this man, Candido Benitez. We learned he already has several home burglary convictions on his record. KXAN investigator Kylie McGivern tracked down the victim in this case. It's a story we have been following through the entire year-long process.
I was told, and it was true, that the evidence would sit in a drawer, and it really did sit in a drawer, and it's been 15 months.
The burglar came through the window, but it's the window of opportunity to commit more crimes that followed. David Timberger says he can't shake.
It's really frustrating having to wait and wait and wait while you know that somebody's out there who's probably done this before and maybe doing it again.
October 2014 is when Austin police say Candido Benitez burglarized David's home. A month later, they arrested him for a separate crime. David says detectives called him in June to let him know they found a fingerprint match. That same month, Benitez was paroled. The fingerprints still needed confirmation by trained examiners, which took an additional 7 months.
These kinds of things start with the break-in, but who's to say it's not going to become a personal crime, a physical crime after that?
APD's latest numbers show its backlog for testing fingerprints is still more than 8 months. And do you ever think about every other, case that's just sitting in a drawer?
There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these kinds of cases in Austin, and I understand this is a property crime, this is a low priority, and it should be a lower priority than the others, but something has to give here.
In December 2014, APD told us its goal was to eliminate the backlog in a year, but the department says it still has a long way to go. On top of the fingerprint backlog, on average, a blood alcohol analyst takes 2 months. DNA takes more than 8 months, and a drug analysis a month and a half, and a firearms analysis more than 2 months. Now, Shannon, APD says that it needs 4 more what's called latent print examiners to get the backlog under control, positions the city council did not approve in its most recent budget, and at least 2 more DNA analysts.
All right, Kylie, thank you very much. We'll continue to follow up on that. And we mentioned Candido Benitez has a criminal history of breaking into homes. Records show he has at least 6 prior arrests and 4 convictions. This is exactly the type of criminal APD and Travis County want to stop. Last February, a KXAN investigation found many serial burglars reach plea deals for shorter sentences, only to reoffend when they're out. 2 months later, APD and the Travis County District Attorney launched a new task force to crack down on these offenders. The idea is to funnel all of the cases through a single prosecutor so he or she can focus on securing tougher sentences.
So when you have one prosecutor, instead of just having 2 cases, now he has 10.
And we reached out to Austin Police today and to the DA's office to get an update on their progress. They told us they may not have that update until tomorrow.